This video is brought to you by the Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team. Go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd. What's up, guys? So during quarantine, I have not played a round of golf in a very long time. A moment of silence for my golf game. Where did it go? Hopefully, I will be out on the course relatively soon. Things are starting to open up here slowly but surely. We definitely have some courses that are available to play right now. And there have been some that have been open this whole time, apparently. But I've been quarantining, staying home, trying to be safe and do the right thing here. But hopefully, relatively soon, we'll be back out on the course. But one of the things that I've been doing in the early days of the quarantine was I started messing around with my minis. I have some minis. I was throwing them in the house and kind of just, you know, messing around with them a little bit. And they're fun to play with. And I realized I have a reasonable amount that I've collected at this point. I don't have a ton. But I thought maybe it might be interesting to somebody to just show off my mini collection and just goof around. Something that I can show you guys and make some content. And why not? Right? Why not? So go through all of my minis and some of the kind of throwing minis and stuff that I have just for fun, no particular order, a little plastic show and tell as it were here on the channel. I like doing that sort of thing. Also wanted to give a shout out to SoFly. Long time ago SoFly sent me this thing. Basically it is a knee pad you can keep in your bag, and if you have a putt that's like underneath a low-hanging branch or something like that, sometimes it just helps to go to a knee. So like downhill putts, you can get a little bit lower trajectory at the basket if you lower yourself down rather than standing up tall, and then you really have to aggressively change the nose angle down. Sometimes going to a knee just helps in certain putting situations. So, or throws, depending on where you're at, you know, getting out of trouble and stuff. So the SoFly is a knee pad that you can put down, kneel into this. It compresses thin enough that it's PDGA legal for that, and you can kind of be much more comfortable and not risk like getting glass or rocks or sticks or anything in your knee, which definitely is no bueno. And this also flies really good. You can kind of grab it like a disc, and they fly pretty good, man. And they're fun to mess around with and play catch, and you can do some indoor putting with them, and they're quiet and less likely to break something. Like I have my basket set up in my living room right now, and that's a better way to go about it. So shout out to SoFly. It's funny, I have like a bunch of people that I've worked with to bring you guys content over the years, and some of them were so long ago. My viewership was much smaller then. The content was way lower quality and all that stuff, so I wanted to shout out SoFly as one of those early people who hooked me up with some gear to review and show off to you guys. Okay, we're getting into the minis. If you guys are watching this and you're bored and you're like, this is the dumbest thing I ever watched, what would I do with my time? It's your own fault. If you're here, you're here. So don't come complaining to me if you watch this. You guys know the rule. You know, if I'm going to geek out on plastic, it's on you if you watch it. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to pull them out. No order, no particular order. This is a Lil Wiz. So it is like a small lid. Basically, pretty cool stamp on this one. The wizard on there. Hopefully that's coming up okay. These are fun to throw. They're pretty stable. I think I did a quick review on it if you want a little bit more info, but I remember them being pretty stable. Like you could throw it pretty hard, but it's kind of like a mini polecat kind of vibe. Super flat across the top, a little bit of a rounded edge like a frisbee on the outside, but the way they're kind of small, it's 100 grams, so it's a little bit of heft to it. And these are fun to throw. Probably be fun to play catch with, and I remember having a good time throwing that when I first got it, so that's a cool little toy. We also got the Sonic Jr. These are fun to mess around with in the house. They're super touchy and light, but it's just a tiny Sonic, so you can kind of flick your wrist and it can fly around indoors, and it's not going to really necessarily break much if you hit anything. Next, the M4 Mini by Prodigy. This thing is super rad, and all the big minis, I'll show you the other ones I have in a minute. I absolutely love them. I would love to see that catch on more, to be perfectly honest. I was really hoping that would become a thing where maybe we'd even see like some courses put those smaller baskets in the ground or something, and you can play with these discs because they're just fun to throw. Like I defy anyone to throw this or a mini Nuke or the Junior EMAC or the Buzzes I'm going to show you that I have in here. I defy anybody to throw those and not just have a smile on your face, because they fly awesome, they're so small, they go far, and the M4 Mini is probably one of the most throwable ones I've seen in terms of being able to put power on it. You can throw this thing hard, it's got good stability. makes it really fun to throw for sure.
Pretty far.
Yeah. All right, first throw with the mini M4.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to zoom, but that flew really good.
That flew pretty well.
Wow.
Well, it's definitely further down.
Let's try another one and I'll actually zoom instead of just looking at it with my mouth open. Okay.
Mini M4. Whoa. I tried to crush it.
Oh, it came out.
Came down.
I have a mini Buzz. This is like the kind of the OG of this type of disc. I think this is the first thing they put out. It's a miniature scaled down version of a Buzz. Awesome to throw. These are super fun as well. Like if you are the kind of person who walks around with like a bag or a messenger bag or a backpack or something, throw one of these in there because you never know when you might have the opportunity to throw it around. Really fun, great to play catch with as well, and they fly awesome. They fly just like a Buzz, just you get a little more touchy because they're lighter, but other than that, they work great. Other ones, I have the mini Nuke. One of the first time, maybe the first time I met Andy and played around with him, one of my principal testers, my good buddy Andy. He like crushed this thing like over 400 probably. It was one of the farthest throws I've seen him throw with any disc, and it was with this thing. It was an absolute bomb. And in my experience, if you get them to fly, they go super far, and it's just fun. I mean, the first time I took these mini Nukes out to play around with them, I was just laughing every time I threw it because it was just so fun to throw. Really awesome. This is a Junior Judge that I have with Emporia Worlds, Junior Worlds stamp on there. Pretty cool, like a metallic lucid plastic basically. And these fly awesome. The Latitude made ones are really nice. You guys are probably not surprised by that, especially with that being my opinion. This is also a Junior Judge that I dyed in beets and vinegar. It's still super bright yellow. This is probably the most effective natural dye that I've done. You guys may have seen I've done like dyes with like turmeric and stuff. This one was dyed with beets and it came out awesome, and it's still a really nice bright vibrant yellow, so those fly great. But I think probably my favorite one out of all of them that I've thrown is the Junior EMAC. These are just laser straight and they fly so nice. The M4 is similar. This one's probably a little bit straighter, but it flies just like an EMAC. You can throw it on all different kinds of lines. It has fade to it. It's so much fun to throw. Again, I would definitely play that. Like if I was a course around here where I could take a Junior EMAC and a Judge and play on those appropriately sized baskets for that, I'm down. I would play rounds of that for sure. I enjoy it. Man, so many more to go. This is brutal. Let's step it up a little bit. Okay, this is a custom Dyemax mini. I always recommend these for people for gift items and stuff. They work out awesome. This is just a DGN one that I ordered for myself a while ago, like shortly after I got the logo finished. Shout out to my buddy Anthony from the Heiser Project for doing my logo all those few years ago at this point. I have another custom Dyemax mini right here with me and Rick. This is a picture I took when I met Ricky before 2016 Beaver State. I met him before the event at like a meet and greet and stuff, and I came up to him after he won the event, and he remembered me, and we had a nice exchange and a picture, and that was cool. He's my favorite player by far, as a lot of you guys know. This is interesting. I have a little Sun King can topper mini that my buddy had brought me back from Florida years ago before I even really knew about the shop, and now they're one of my sponsors, so I thought that was kind of cool. Show that off to you guys. Two really nice, just basic, super lightweight Innova, just DX minis. These are nice though. I actually like to use these and carry them as you know, actual minis to use out on the course. I like the Dyemax ones or these because they're really light and they don't take up like any kind of weight or space in your bag. This one I got from St. Jude's for running a part of the fundraiser back when disc golf and St. Jude's were kind of working together a little bit more. Or St. Jude, excuse me, St. Jude Children's Hospital, amazing organization, and yeah, maybe I can do another fundraiser with them in the future. I should do that. I should look into that. And also, Stubbs Stewart State Park. I'm not joking with you guys. I could cry if I thought about it a little bit, how much I love that place and how much I've missed it during this quarantine and just feeling like I couldn't go there. Man, I absolutely love that place. So glad we got out there and played it not too long ago before the whole quarantine lockdown started. This is another Sun King can topper mini that Mike sent me with review discs, so that's kind of funny. Came full circle there. Man, this is ridiculous. Are you guys really watching this? Okay, this is the super tiny can topper buzz. These actually fly okay. I've never taken them outside, but I've flicked them around in the house, and those are kind of funny. We have one of my favorite ones. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Jeremy Rusco, tell you what. I had this custom one done, and Jeremy was a cool, good sport about it. He actually saw it on Instagram and stuff, and he liked it, and he was down, which is cool. I like that one a lot. Oregon Disc and Wildlife. Super awesome design. Hopefully that focuses. I have no idea if you guys are even seeing these based on the way I'm filming this, but I wanted to do it kind of more vlog style rather than behind the cam. Oregon Disc and Wildlife. This is from the Sake Bomb Challenge. The only sanctioned event I've ever played. Came in second, losing a playoff. This is one of my favorite ones and one of the ones I use the most, I'd say. It's a clear Sparkle Champion whale sax mini that I bought from Tina at Beaver State when I met her. That's cool. This is from a Next Adventure stamp mini from the State Park Doubles run by Zoe and Dustin last year. That was very cool. I have a couple. Let me see if I can find this in here. Yeah, I have some of these like stash minis as well. Let's see if I can put one together. This is a Barbarian Stronghold one Tyler Helmke sent me. And it's a stash mini, so you can put it together. You can put change or whatever in there if you want to. And you can separate them and throw each individual piece. I have another one of those from Disc King. Know the Sport subscription service. I missed the Disc King. What happened to that guy? I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I don't really have contact with him. Matthew, if you see this, hit me up, man. It's been forever. I used to work with the Disc King on so many different reviews years ago. He was really, really awesome, helpful to the channel. I appreciate him very much. This is a Dragonfly by Bug Minis. This is like a silicone mini that's like bonkers overstable. This thing flies like a machete or you know, a Max or something. It's really stupid overstable and pretty fun to mess around with as well. This is another stash mini. This I actually had in my backpack for the longest time with quarters in it for the bus, but I haven't really been using that since they switched over to an electronic bus fare and stuff, and now I haven't ridden the bus in a while, so don't need that in my bag. This, where is this one? This is one I got in like a Secret Santa exchange a long time ago. This is one of the first minis I ever got. It's the MVP Nano. These ones fly awesome too. This one is kind of cool. This is a Prodigy Street Team mini. It was given to me by my buddy Anthony. He is a member of the Prodigy Street Team, and it was kind of funny how it worked out. I think just one night I just made a post on Instagram. I tagged him and I was like, man, this guy's always repping Prodigy. I tagged Prodigy and I was like, get this guy on your street team because he loves you guys. He's always repping your brand here in the Pacific Northwest. And they ended up hitting him up and he got on the team. Pretty cool. And he's happy. He loves the plastic, and he hooked me up with that after he got his first package, which I thought was cool. And I like to hold on to it for that reason. And I have this, another Sparkle Champion one with the Sake Bomb logo on it from the Sake Bomb Challenge. We have the Apex Fidget Mini. This is pretty cool. If you guys remember these, I don't know if they're still making these, but they're pretty cool. It's a fidget spinner mini. It's one of the MVP, or I guess it's an Axiom Mini, and then it's got a spinner on it. Pretty fun to mess around with. You don't want to throw it as much. And wow, that's kind of funny how that all worked out. This right here is my first ever mini that I ever had. It's a small Huck Lab. I don't know if it's just DX Innova plastic, I assume. Yeah, it's definitely Innova. This is the first one I ever got. My wife got me this at Next Adventure many years ago when I was first getting into disc golf. So come full circle back to this. If you guys made it all the way here, once again, it's on you. But thank you so much for watching. Check out the links below for my Patreon, my Instagram, DGN merch available down there as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will check you all very soon on the march to 10,000 subscribers. So if you're a fan of the channel, hit that subscribe button. See how big we can get this thing to grow and take it to the next level. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers.